Greetings people of the internet and welcome to this video. I finally got around to trying out Arctic Fox hair dye and I am so happy I did. I cannot wait to show you the amazing color I came up with. But first, a bit about the brand. Arctic Fox is a brand of hair dye that is completely cruelty-free. It is vegan ingredients and it is not tested on animals, which is a super added benefit. Also, 15% of their profits goes toward helping stopping animal cruelty around the world, so you can feel super good about using this hair dye. Also, not to mention, the colors are super pigmented and bright. As you can see, my last hair color has not completely come out yet. I have some very dark areas and some light areas. I wanted to try this cool color melt with blue to green to yellow, and I was going to get the green by mixing Poseidon and Cosmic Sunshine. But in color theory, if you mix all three primary colors, you get a muddy brown. And I still have some red in my hair, so I was worried that if I mix red, blue, and yellow for the green color, it would get kind of dark. Like putting green on red would make it go kind of brown and muddy, and I didn't want that on all of my hair, so I wanted to do a test strip. I pulled a bit of hair out of the darkest section of my hair to see what the color would look like. So I did a small version of the color melt, and once I finished, I put it in a piece of foil so the color wouldn't transfer to the rest of my hair, and I just went about my day. 45 minutes later, I rinsed it out, and as you can see, the blue turned purple, the yellow turned orange, and the green turned kind of a muddy, swampy color. I'm so glad I did a test strand because this would have made me so unhappy to have this all over my hair. So I had to change my game plan. I did a bit of experimenting and I came up with these three colors. I have a purple that I got from mixing a bit of Poison with Poseidon. I have straight up Poseidon, and I have a diluted Poseidon with a drop of Cosmic Sunshine to make it a bit more teal, and just a dot of Transylvania to give it a bit more pigment. I couldn't find a decent way to show you how I dyed my undercut because I have to do it through an interesting setup of mirrors, so I went ahead and did that off camera. Then the next step was to do my roots with the dark purple color. So what I would do is I would comb a line section through the top of my head, and then I would just do a purple landing strip at the top, making sure to get full saturation so I don't have any light spots peeking through. I'm not going to show you me dyeing all of my roots, because for one, that would be a very long video, and two, I had to do this through an interesting setup of mirrors as well, so I could see the sides and back of my hair to make sure I was getting full saturation. As you can see here, I've done all my roots, and that face pretty much explains what it was like trying to do the back of my head. But as you can see, I have the same length of purple through all of my hair. And the next step was to take the dark blue and put that on the middle of my hair, and then take the light blue and put it on my ends. I started out trying to do this with the brush. It didn't quite go very well. I couldn't get very good saturation because doing this on the side of my head, I can't really massage it in with the brush, so I ended up just using my fingers, dipping it in the dye, and then just massaging it through my hair so I can make sure it's all fully saturated. So what I'd do is I'd put the darker section through the middle of my hair, and then whenever you see me reaching off camera, I'm wiping my hands off on a towel so I don't pollute my lighter color with the darker one. And I'm just going through small sections of my hair doing this. I end up doing bigger sections later on. As you can see, I missed a spot. I'm just going to fix that real quick. But I ended up doing bigger sections later on because it took a really long time going through and doing sections that were these small. And then at this point in the video, I just turned on the camera to make the following faces. This is a very long and tedious process to do by myself. I've had all of my hair dyed before, and I've dyed some of my hair before, but I've never dyed all of my hair by myself, and it is just taking so long. I ended up spending about 4 hours in total on this color, not including the test strip I did before. But once I finished dyeing all of my hair, I ended up putting it all on the top of my head gently to make sure that I wasn't going to mush the colors together and get an interestingly wrong result. And then I put a processing cap over it so I could go about my day, and I just left it for about an hour. And then the finished product. Oh my goodness, I am so happy with how this turned out. The purple, I was worried it wasn't going to show up different from everything else, but it did. And the diluted teal that I had ended up almost looking silver on the ends. I am so happy with this color, and honestly I think this is way better than that blue, green, and yellow color melt I was going to do. Plus, this didn't mute to any weird colors. The blue just mixed with the red that was still existing in my hair and made it just a bit more on the purple side. And then a shot of my undercut here. It was going to be a Triforce, and then things went weird. I'm still working on growing that out, and then I'm going to have my sister help me with the next design. But like I said, this is an amazing color. The colors came out like super beautiful. I'm really happy with not only this dye job, but the dye itself. Again, this is a vegan, cruelty-free company, and it is just really great morals behind really great product. I'm definitely going to be using them more in the future. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.